Let's see what's going on for the month of March for you. It's your birthday season. I wanted to make your video next because it is your birthday season. I know you want to know what's going on. I hope also for your if I can talk, solar return that you guys are setting clear goals or understandings of how you want to proceed with the solar return and what you want to get the most out of it, whether it's wisdom, insight, growing more as a person, whatever it may be. All right, but let's get into it. Let's start with this deck, and then we'll venture into my other oracle deck, and then we'll get into the tarot and do like an 8-card spread. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What is going on for the month of March for them? What's going on for the month of March for my Pisces gang? Ooh, we have new vitality. We have moving on. Hey, Jonisha. We have forgiveness. And we have relationship change. Okay, so the month of March is about allowing yourself the space to move forward and live your best life, especially with moving on and forgiveness. I think this mainly talks to my Pisces who have been beating themselves down for things that they've done past tense or things that have happened past tense. When essentially, I mean, it was a learned lesson. There's no need for you to necessarily like harp on your past mistakes or your level of just not knowing certain things previously. Okay, and also if there has been things that you've been put through by other people where you feel like you've been wronged and maybe didn't set the best boundaries past tense, and because of that certain people may have walked all over you or may have taken advantage of your energy. I think that now with you learning from that, now you're able to move forward and establish better boundaries, move different, and experience better relationships. Okay, also with new vitality for my Pisces who are creative, for my Pisces who are just in general in tune with your inner child. Okay, this could be a great month for you to just kind of feel back to, I guess, yourself. Or I won't even say feel back to self. You could just feel more positive, more willing to put yourself out there. And maybe because it is your solar return, maybe you feel more inspired to see what life has to offer. But let me pull from here. Let's see what else is going on. What's the month of March look like for my Pisces? So we have motivation. We have abundance. This deck is in reverse. We have abundance. We have lightning, which represents disruption. We have labyrinth, which represents journey. We have clouds, which represents distractions. And we have butterfly, which represents metamorphosis. Okay, so clearly it's stating that there's more money coming in for you. But not only that, you could be feeling, like I said earlier, a lot more motivated, a lot more focused. And this does come with realizing that certain things are a distraction in the first place. Sometimes we can get so distracted, and this is something that happens subconsciously. We can get so distracted or engulfed in other people that we lose sight of like what's going on with us. It's almost like our subconscious is distracting us from taking stock of what's going on internally or what's going on with us like in general. So I think that this month is going to help you kind of like disconnect from any distractions that take you away from like getting more money or evolving from a state of being maybe stressed out because of the way something may have played out past tense. Okay, and with journey showing up, understand that life, it consists of people who have a time period in your life and then they transition into different spaces, and you guys have learned whatever you need to both learn from each other, and then you venture off. Okay, it also consists of jobs where we learn things and we're not meant to stay there forever. There's things that just are not permanent about life, and when you kind of understand that and tap into the law of detachment, you're able to really live a full life. So I think that this is what this month is teaching you to do, is how to live a full life without regret or without being distracted by what has happened past tense and almost like keeping yourself on autopilot because of it. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards to see what's going on in full. I'm going to do like an 8-card spread for you guys. Let's see. What does the month of March have in store for my Pisces? What does the month of March have in store for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? Alrighty. So let's get into it. So the first card we have is the Wheel of Fortune, representing just the overall theme for the month. So with the Wheel of Fortune, this does talk about change, and this does talk about destiny and fate being at play. So there's a lot of fated events that are going to be taking place in the month of March. This could be fated conversations, fated interactions, opportunities that just present itself, and that could be, like I said, a part of fate as a whole. Okay. Also, the Wheel of Fortune just talk about like forces behind the scenes working to kind of push us forward in a positive way, because this is a upright Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but with the Wheel of Fortune, literally like a real Wheel of Fortune, you never know what you get. You just kind of go through the process and figure it out. And March just kind of feels like that. Like, I don't know how this is going to turn out in the end, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway. So this month is about being fearless and not worrying about the outcome per se of how things are going to play out, but just kind of going with the flow. Now, when it comes to career and finance, I do have the Seven of Swords. So this does talk about being tactful and being resourceful around money and around your career. Okay, there could be some things that you could end up sideswiping or avoiding that could potentially be bad for you. So this could be a bad business deal. This could be a bad work contract. Maybe a job is trying to take you on, and maybe you didn't know that their requirements of the job is for you to do X, Y, and Z, and they left this information out. So this is definitely giving, read the fine print. Any like contracts that you could be entering, make sure you're not like bypassing important information within that contract that could be important down the line. Also with the Seven of Swords, any like debts or anything that you've been putting off financially, this could be a month where you're like actually handling that, taking care of it, especially if you can't really avoid it anymore. Also, if you've been waiting on money to come your way, maybe you were waiting on a paycheck that never came, and they've been like avoiding you, your old job. Or someone you lended money to and they've been avoiding you. This could be the month where something actually happens around that. So that's interesting. Okay, so when it comes to love, I do have the Page of Swords. So with love, there could be a lot of questions that you have. Whether you're in a relationship, single, kind of dealing with someone, but it's confusing as hell. There's a lot of questions that are going through your head. What's going to happen with this relationship? Do they care about me? Why do they act this way? What's going through their mind? What do they want to say to me? It's a lot of questions that you have. There could be this issue though with directly communicating this, or you're dealing with somebody who is in turn having a lot of questions for you, but they're not able to vocalize it. So I think the key is with any relationship that you have in your life, that there's this ability to actually communicate your feelings properly. Okay. Also, it's giving suspicious vibes too, because the Page of Swords is like, can I trust you? So when there's this question of whether or not you could trust someone, allow them to kind of show you through their actions, then blatantly like acting on that suspicion, especially if it's not founded in anything. Now, if this person is cheated past tense, then again, you want to pay attention to this person's actions and you want to pay attention to what they're doing. And of course, the red flags as a whole. Also with the Page of Swords, it just seems like there's a lot of thinking, processing. Okay, this could be in regards to another water sign, fire sign. Okay, I'm getting strong crush energy. I'm even seeing that some of you guys could be dating someone new, and that could be what's sparking a lot of your questions. Like, is this person genuinely interested in me? Especially if they are really attractive, and it could just be something that's perplexing for you. Now, when it comes to the possible challenge, or not challenge, the advice, I have the Six of Cups or Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords being the advice, it's important that you leave all the mental stress of the past behind. Okay, we're past that. What is the point of harping on the past in a way where it doesn't allow you any space to grow, especially emotionally? Okay. Also, if you have been planning relocating or moving, it's important that you have all your ducks in alignment, that you're taking stock of like the financial piece and whether or not it's important to take so much stuff. There may be a need for you to let go of some things that you don't necessarily need to take with you on this journey that you're embarking on. There could be more in store for you. But in general, the advice for this month is to be at peace with letting the past be behind you and letting certain like anxieties or fears go as well that are not founded in anything. A lot of the fears you could have could be based off of illusion and not anything that's like genuinely going to happen. Now, when it comes to the possible challenge, I do have the Five of Pentacles. So this could be wanting more money. For some of you, you could feel like it's not enough. Maybe bills are just kind of like overwhelming. And it's like, you know what? I really want to hold on to more of my money. I would like to be able to have the extra capital so I could do this for my birthday, or I could do that. You also could be no longer wanting to maybe get money from a stream of income. Maybe you hate a job in particular. Even though it pays you good money, it's like, I really don't want to do this anymore. I want to completely shift into something else. And it could be the fear of losing out on money. This could also just in general be like a lack mindset that we have to be careful of. The lack mindset manifests as like questions of, can I make money? Will I be successful when I do this? Is it even worth it? Am I going to fail? A lot of those questions are rooted in, I don't know if I'll ever be able to make more money. And I think this month is about like challenging whatever lack mindset or belief system that could be in place that's stopping you from maybe just venturing out and trying new things. Also, abandonment. There could be this fear of abandonment where you could be doing this thing of wanting to ghost situations before they get the opportunity of ghosting you. Or there could be someone who literally did ghost you, and it's the fact that they did this that could really be irritating your soul. Okay? Now, what to be aware of, I do have the Four of Pentacles. So you want to be aware of how you're spending your money. Are you shelling out money in ways that you could really hold on to more of it? Or you could have more savings in your account if you stop eating certain DoorDash, you know? Or like spending your money on certain things that just don't necessarily give you the chance to hold on to your money. Okay, also with the Four of Pentacles, this is making sure you're not being so like closed off to what's possible for you financially. When we're in that Four of Pentacles energy, sometimes we can be too closed off to adding more streams of income or adding other ways of making money into our lives because we kind of stick to a system that feels safe. So make sure you're not choosing the illusion of safety and security in things that isn't really safe and secure. It's kind of like finding solace or finding safety and security in someone who's emotionally unavailable. Doesn't really go together. It doesn't really make sense because if someone's emotionally unavailable, then you can't really be safe and secure with them because they're not going to take consideration of how you feel and they're too shut off to be able to do so. So it's recognizing what's actually something that's secure and stable versus the illusion of what feels safe and secure. And the only reason why we could even deem it as being safe and secure is because it's familiar. Our brain knows the patterns of what to expect from said person or said situation than necessarily being safe and secure. Okay, so what to avoid? I have the Page of Wands. So you want to avoid... Well, you want to avoid acting off of certain emotions or doing things from a place of impulsivity. I would mainly say just that. I don't really see anything else within this card other than just kind of doing things from an impulse place. You want to just be mindful of that, especially if it's something that later on down the line you're going to kind of rethink and be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I shouldn't have said that. Take a moment, walk away from your phone if you're about to cuss that person out. Walk away from that person that you're about to snap on at the job. Walk away from your spouse the second that you find yourself about to flip. You know, do what you got to do to separate yourself from situations that could like create certain emotions out of you and make you do things that later on you might question. And lastly, which I love, we got the Six of Wands for the outcome. So the Six of Wands talks about success. It talks about things being put in the spotlight or brought to the surface. So with the Six of Wands, by the end of this month, for my Pisces who have been like working really hard creatively, there could be some sort of like success that you start to see, or signs of success showing up here. This could be like more views to your videos after you posted more, and you being consistent, or you could be getting noticed for certain things that you do within your job and you get like employee of the month, or you get some sort of bonus or raise. Something here you're going to be recognized for by someone in particular, or just a whole bunch of people. Also with the Six of Wands, like I said, whoever has your best interest it's going to be clear as day. Six of Wands brings things to the spotlight. It puts things on the forefront. So like for your birthday, for example, you'll see who genuinely is for you, who's not necessarily, for example. Or if you have something that you're going to be doing, depending on who comes through and who doesn't, that could be like a telltale sign, is kind of what I'm getting. But Pisces, this is what I see. I do wish you the best of luck. I hope that this was helpful. If you did enjoy, thumbs up the video, subscribe. I hope that your birthday season is everything. And I will talk to my Pisces gang later. Bye, y'all.